Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel, share this video with a friend. It helps us out a bunch, and we are trying to get to 500 subscribers. This article today comes from The Direct, and it reads, DC Studios confirms more rated R movies are in development for new DCU. Now, I must say before I give you guys the tidbits within this article that I think it is a good direction for James Gunn to push the DCU into a dark direction. Not dark as in anything demonic or satanic, obviously, but something that is more adult-centered. Obviously, we do not want to copy Marvel. We tried to do that with the Justice League. While Zack Snyder did try to bring together a Justice League film that did have darkness to it, you could obviously see that they brought Joss Whedon in to lighten it up, and it was more of a Marvel copycat. Obviously, they were trying to copy the Avengers hype, and it just didn't work out. But I do want to see things that are more adult-centered for DC Studios in the upcoming years. But let's read into the article, guys. James Gunn's upcoming DCU revival is already filled with announcements regarding R-rated projects, and the franchise has no intention of stopping that mature trend. According to DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn, the DCU will not shy away from starting development on R-rated projects. DC is no stranger to doling out mature ratings for projects both on TV and on the big screen. Gunn gave his first DC movie, The Suicide Squad, a fabled R rating, along with Max's Peacemaker series, which was a direct spin-off from that movie. Moving forward, Gunn is even kicking off his new DCU with an R-rated project as Creature Commandos boasts that rating in anticipation of its December 5th premiere on Max. And a quick note there, guys, I actually saw the trailer for Creature Commandos. I actually didn't know that it was going to be animated, but when I did see that, I thought it was an interesting take on those characters, and it looked like it was going to be a mature, centered animated series, kind of like Invincible on Amazon. Obviously, it might not be as good or live up to that hype, but I did think it was interesting, and I like the direction that it is going in. I would like to see more live action implementation of these ideas, but if you can get it done through animation, then that is cool as well. Let's finish up this article. Speaking with Collider, DC Studios co-CEO James Gunn addressed the future of the DCU from an MPAA film rating perspective. Asked whether ratings were considered during development, Gunn confirmed the process solely focused on telling a story, and that's it. Totally okay for a project to be R-rated. This is a quote from him. It's not about testing out to see if this thing works. It's just about telling a story. If a story is going to be R-rated, we're totally okay with that. If it's going to be PG, PG-13, or G, I don't care. Whatever is worthy of the story, that's what we are going to do, end quote. He further explained that there is more than one thing currently in the works that could have an R rating and might be greenlit for the DCU. Collider also brought up the recent record-breaking success of Marvel Studios' Deadpool & Wolverine, the MCU's first R-rated movie, to which James Gunn empathetically said, "That's right," in response. Gunn commented on how much fans love that character and compared it to his work on Peacemaker being unrated. Basically, from there, he looked ahead to how many different kinds of projects the DCU could develop moving forward. This is another quote. "People love that character. People love that format for that thing. You know, Peacemaker is unrated, basically, so we have all sorts. I like the idea of doing all sorts of different things." That's an end quote. As of writing, the only project confirmed to be developed with an R rating in the main DCU timeline right now is Creature Commandos, which officially kicks off the franchise December 5th. However, there are a few other potential options for projects that could share that same rating. It goes on to talk about John Cena's Peacemaker, and I've actually talked about when to expect that. That's going to be in sometime in 2025 after Superman releases in July. But, you know, obviously they got a lot of stuff in line here, and we've talked about this with James Gunn and the new DCU. You've got to have a lot of stuff lined up. Obviously, budgets are going to be important as well because you do want to put out product, but you want to keep the budgets tame so you're not running over budget and you're not losing money on projects. So very interesting to see what James Gunn is doing. I do have to say that overall, I think he does have a lot on his shoulders. There's definitely a lot of pressure for James Gunn to live up to the hype of what the new DC is going to be, but I think he is capable of it if he has the right tools in his toolbox and if there's other people helping him. If he's trying to do everything by himself, obviously it's going to be an impossible task. But overall, very interested to see what James Gunn does with this new DCU. With that being said, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments about DCU pushing the R-rated material. Definitely want to know if that's up your alley, if you like that, or if you like the more Marvel-esque type stuff that's more family-centered, more family-friendly. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and also share this video with a friend and tell them to subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. Remember, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Also, please ring that bell for notifications so you get these updates that I'm giving you on the weekly. With that being said, guys, please be safe, and as always, it's Neff signing off.